Hi, and welcome to The Gist. Now that my own children are growing up, I find myself nostalgically observing babies and toddlers that I see. I'm always amazed and a little jealous, frankly, of their ability to be in the moment. In their world, everything happens right now. Whatever they're experiencing, joy, sadness, hunger, sleepiness, takes over, and they remain blissfully unconcerned with past or future. Of course, we can't continue to function like this for very long, and before we know it, we hit our teens and adulthood, complete with insidious habits like regretting the unchangeable past and fearing the uncertain future. We begin to look back and wonder how we got here. Could we have done some things differently? Or worse, we look at the road ahead and wait for our lives to really begin. This is what philosopher and author Oliver Burkeman calls when I finally mindset. He suggests that we often live in anticipation of an imagined time when life will be perfect, a time when things will be simple, we'll be fulfilled, we can finally relax with nothing left on our to-do lists. But of course, that day will never come. And we can be pretty sure that despite all the planning in the world, the future will never turn out quite how we thought it would. How can it? With all of life's randomness and complexities, it's a wonder that we can predict anything at all. Sometimes things really take a bad turn, but equally, things can also turn out wildly better than we ever thought possible. Berkman suggests that we need to transcend the cliched advice of living in the moment because life is short. Our task, it seems, is much bigger and broader than that. We must work on accepting that there is no particular time in the future where everything will finally work out and we'll find true happiness. This type of acceptance is hard won, usually through some combination of life experience, serendipitous occurrences, and a lot of self inquiry. All we can do is set a direction and maybe some milestones along the way, and then see what happens, course correcting as we go. This is what famed author and mythology expert Joseph Campbell refers to as the hero's quest, the arduous path that all of us, mythological heroes and mere mortals, must take to discover and embrace the true fleeting nature of existence. Along the way, hopefully, we learn something about ourselves and the human condition, and develop the courage to figure things out as we go. As Campbell says, we must be willing to get rid of the life we've planned so as to have the life that's waiting for us. The when I finally mindset keeps us trapped in a chronic state of dissatisfaction with our past and wishful thinking about our future. Instead, as we free ourselves from this type of thinking, we can begin to enjoy the flow of life and be more open to our actual experience. Rather than imagining what we think should be happening, we can feel immersed in what is really happening right now. If we're in the middle of a difficult circumstance, we can more fully learn from it and problem solve more skillfully. Or if we're experiencing joyful times, we can savor them more deeply, noticing and feeling gratitude for the little things that contribute to this joy. As with many things, simply being aware of this mindset allows us to catch ourselves when we fall prey to it. There's nothing wrong with reflecting on the past or dreaming about the future, as long as we don't get stuck there. So let's see if we can all find a healthy sense of perspective about time, about where we've been and where we're going next, all the while remaining steeped in today. On that note, wishing you a great week ahead and see you next time on The Gist.